Welcome to the 2024 school year. We are excited that you are joining us this year, and we anticipate that the Lord will be doing some amazing things on our two campuses throughout the year. Why do we expect the Lord to be so involved at Woodcrest Christian this year? Because He did some incredible things last year. In addition to the over 1,200 students who were immersed in God's eternal truths all year, our students achieved some pretty great accomplishments. There were athletic league championships, there were valued sportsmanship awards earned, art awards, and so much more, all of which you'll hear about next month when you receive our annual school report card. But the best evidence of God at work was the almost 40 students who accepted Jesus Christ as their Lord and Savior at school. What a rich blessing to be part of as heaven rejoiced over each of these students. So what's next as we start the 2024 school year? There has been a lot of work improving our campuses this summer. As you know, back in 2022, we started our Impact Fund, which has as its purpose to raise money focused on making an impact on our school so that we can continue to offer the best to our students, hopefully while not impacting the cost of tuition. That first year, we raised $250,000, which included an annual commitment of $50,000 a year for 5 years, and we began making some much needed improvements at both campuses. And we are still on the move. Building on an extremely generous individual gift we received in May of $250,000, we saw major projects come to life this summer with more on the way. In fact, you will hear from our Director of Development in the days ahead, recapping this summer's projects, outlining our goals for this year, and what we hope to accomplish as we move forward with our Impact Fund. As the school year begins, we will continue teaching and focusing on God's biblical truth and getting our students ready for the next part of their journey with a rigorous, high-quality education. And that rigor and quality is important to the future of your son or daughter. I recently heard a statistic that 45% of Riverside County high school graduates do not pursue any kind of post-high school education. And every day I read and hear stories about how poorly prepared the next generation is for their adult lives, how they struggle with simple educational tasks, lack communication skills, and can't think critically. And every time I hear those stories, I think, those are not our students. The work that we do now, even though it may sometimes feel like it might be a bit too hard or a little bit too much, it's what sets our students apart from everyone else. The work ethic, the educational preparation, the ability to speak and write at high levels, these are the cornerstones of their future. But it's more than just those efforts. Sending your son or daughter to Woodcrest Christian means that they are also learning the life skills that they need to thrive. Skills like grit, character, gratitude, social integrity, and several others, all grounded in the hope that can only be found in Jesus Christ, come together as in partnership we send your son and daughter onward to their future. It's exciting stuff. In my almost 20 years associated with our school, I have seen over and over again the difference a Woodcrest Christian education makes in a student's life. Those areas that make us distinctly different are what sets our students apart and gives each of them a solid foundation for how God is calling them forward. And there's more to come. I am proud to introduce our new strategic plan entitled Inspire 2030, Preparing Students for a Christ-Centered Global Impact. Building on the rich foundation of Woodcrest Christian Day School and reinforced at our middle school campus, we are taking our 76 years of strong educational experience and enhancing it to even better prepare our students to impact the world for Christ. We will start rolling out details in the months to come, but adding to the efforts that will be made under the Impact Fund at all of our campuses, new key initiatives will include building up the spiritual lives of our students on campus, including hiring a spiritual life director, creating a digital arts program for grades 7 through 12, and starting a Student Leader Institute to better prepare students to actively engage the world. There's definitely more to come, but this at least gives you an idea of where we are headed. More than ever, we need men and women who are grounded in God's truth and prepared to lead the way in their families, businesses, and communities, and we are going to do our part to see that happen. I am excited for this new endeavor, and I am excited that we will be embarking on it together. And it all begins this school year. Welcome to Woodcrest Christian and the 2024 school year. It's time to get inspired.